team from Massapequa that won the Little League World Series softball championship recently. So a lot going on here. And I have to add one. I don't know how this summer nobody could throw out a Taylor Swift song. How is that possible in the summer of Taylor?
She's got enough this year? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, she overloaded the internet, right? I mean, it's a good color on you, Russ.
This is a nice color. Might not go with those shorts, but it's a nice color.
It's like every day of the year as Ortega draws a walk, and the Mets have a leadoff base runner in the third.
No, there's a uniform.
Arauz takes inside, ball and a strike. Her guitar player, Phillies fan, so they have some good conversations.
No, Joan told us that first game.
That's pulled and caught, and it's a double play. Well, wasn't anything up in the Mets bullpen. And that's a sky ball out to left field, and Grichuk is there. He has. He had one in 2019.
I wonder what's easier for him, a home run or a single. I mean,
We haven't seen a Grichuk leading off in the fourth, and he goes after a high fastball and misses, and Bickford has a strikeout to start his outing. And Rengifo again swinging at the first pitch and fouls it back, 0-1. We gave the stat last American League. I don't know how those can both be the case. That one been right through the legs of. Bickford starts him off with a change. And a big cut by Ohtani on a high fastball. 1-1. You don't think about tall hitters being good high ball hitters. I mean, you would think because of the bat path of a taller hitter that he's got to be. And Bickford spins one high for ball 4, and so Ohtani's on base for the third time tonight. Drury pops one foul, and it's 1-1. Now he's trying to steal third, and he'll make it without a throw. Merriman.
That's right. Well, yeah.
Francisco Lindor leads off against Chase Silseth in the home fourth. Lindor struck out his first time up by Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall, right?
Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and it's 0-2. Lindor, McNeil. So the Seattle Mariners won again today. They blew out Kansas. Things can change. That's poked toward the middle, basing down and chunking one into center. 12-game hitting streak, and the Mets.
Remember in his
McNeil, swing and a miss, 0-1. So the Seattle Mariners on July 20th were 10 have let it get away. That's lined over short, and that's Rengifo needed to be able to those hits. They both 2 men on in the fourth.
Rengifo,
and he takes ball 1. Pete struck out his first time up against Silseth. Pickoff try, and Lindor gets back. Hard tag by Drury.
Really hard.
And Alonso lays off the curveball, and it's 2-0. And Pete takes it high, and now it's 3-0. And he swings and lines it right to the shortstop. This one did not go over Rengifo back. And Loop's pitch is hit it coming on to make the catch. And McNeil out Mendick at the plate last night. And that's the second out. Here's Stewart taking a sinker outside for ball 1. Stewart hardly seems fair. That's bounced off the catcher and back.
Jerry, I was involved in a weird play.
You know, it's bad enough when a guy sprains his ankle full. A baseball can be.
You're so right, Gary. I mean, at upwards of 100 miles per hour.
Chopper for Arauz. He's got time and throws out Moustakas. Helmets have gotten better, but pitchers are uniquely vulnerable. Up 1 for 2 tonight. And Bickford falls behind him 2-0. Popped up into shallow left center. Out goes Lindor. In comes Rafael Ortega. Nubs one down to third. Past Moustakas. It spins to Rengifo. Here's Arauz. By the way, in the last inning we talked about the one player who's been killed by a bat. 2-0 to Arauz. So my apologies. It's Carl Mays. 40 years.
There was a machismo involved in playing this game.
Inserts or wore helmets were roundly criticized. Ralph Kiner was really
Without that mask.
That's hit hard. Ortega goes to second. He'll stop there. Have begun the inning with back-to-back. Nimmo, who's twice flied to left in this game. And again, Moustakas is well in on the grass at third base as though he's anticipating. Another slider from Loop. That one missed below the strike zone. 2-1. Chad Fairchild's had a good strike. And Brandon able to foul away that fastball and stay in the at-bat. 2-2 to Nimmo. And he struck him out. Foul tipped the fastball held by O'Hoppe, and that's the first out of the inning against Loop. And he bounces one foul on a first pitch cutter. 0-1. Runner goes from second, and Ortega steals third without a throw. Arauz did not. And Lindor watches up and away, and now it's 3-1. Thought it was. And Lindor lofts one. 3-2. Not running again. And Lindor takes strike three called. Fastball surprised him. And he hits it on the ground, but right at Drury. And so Loop able to get out of it after back. Fastball up and in to Renfroe. 2-1. Renfroe's fly to left and drawn a walk. And the curveball drops in for a strike, and it's 2-2. So Max Scherzer in the seventh. That's line toward the gap in right center. The bottom of the wall. Renfroe pulls him back in the second. He fouls off that fastball.
It's a little late.
At 7 over the first 5 1/3. It's an Angel team that strikes out a lot. Their highest strike, and it's 1-1. Spectrum 1 brings you the high. Switch hitter batting left, and he takes the curveball at his feet for ball 1. Short. And gets a first pitch cutter, and he held the swing in time. Ball 1.
Should be no surprise here.
Fastball misses away. 2-0. Aaron Loop gave up 3 every time. And he was, the subject of a lot of those Zoom post games because he was. And he goes upstairs and strikes out Alonso. Now that's the first out of the home. Fouled out and flied out. And he fouls off the first pitch fastball. Leon is now playing for his 8th. Behind him the next day. And Leon called for a pitch clock violation. Deck. And that's away, ball 3. So to your point about Loop, Ronnie,
Yes.
including to come back. Carlos Carrasco lasted just an inning and 2/3, but that's pulled to right field by Narvaez, and that just goes foul. I don't know how much of a cushion there is on that chair. It could be very wearing.